Okay, hello everyone, Questin here with more World of Warcraft Burning Crusade Classic Beta. I am going to be doing some heroic dungeons right now. Assuming I can find the group, of course, at this particular hour. I do actually have a healer, just give me a moment to get some of this stuff sorted. Assuming I... so I can get all this stuff sorted out and then we can get going. Okay. Let's see. Right. All right. So here we are. That was interesting. Looking for Freeman DPS, Underbog, Heroic. Yeah, that was an interesting one. Guy wanted, like I was asking for people for Heroic, really.
May the light embrace you.
Not normal.
Remember the lessons of
Right, so, that was an interesting start right there. Really interesting. Mage, oh. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, that was pretty amusing, really. How many people are R70? Not that many. The actual fuck. That's very few people. Let me see if I can get some people. Yeah, I stream on Twitch right now as well. But let's see if I can get the dungeon group going. My Patreon link is botched. Okay, let me see if I can fix it. Oh yeah, I think I copy pasted the wrong thing. Thanks for mentioning that. Right. There we go. Oh, damn it. Well, I guess my PayPal link is probably in the same condition then. I'll fix those. But thanks for mentioning that, Fat Feather. Just gonna look to fix both of those right now. There we go. Meldron TV. Well, I guess I have been on Meldron TV looking for free man. DPS. Underbug. Alright, so the Patreon link and PayPal link should both be fixed right now. Yeah. How has the play been lately? Well, I'm looking to get people online, so... Or looking for people for Underbog Heroic. First boss is hard as a tank, and then, well, thankfully I don't need to do him, so yeah. When it comes around. Well, you'd have to level because Blizzard, in their immense wisdom, has decided to take out the characters that we did raid testing on. They decided to remove those, right? Yeah, this is an interesting one. No more level 70s in the beta, by the looks of it. Rather unfortunate, I gotta say. Rather damned unfortunate. People hit 70 and then they stop playing. I guess it makes some measure of sense. Pretty sad. Pretty sad. No people in the beta to play with. What a sad day this is. Do you think they would add an option to enable retail graphics? Nope. I don't think that they would. I mean, actually, you do have retail graphics. You have effects, all that kind of stuff from retail. What you are missing are retail models. And texture. That's just default LVI. Fat feather about what you're asking. Let's see if the druid gets any reply. Nope, no one for resist online. That's kind of annoying. I guess the beta is dead, boys and girls. This is what happening. This is what happens when people, when Blizzard gives people rate testing on the beta, and then yeah. Oh no, here's the thing. They did invite a lot of people. This is not even on Blizzard. There were an enormous number of people when the raid testing was going on, right? So you can't say that Blizzard didn't invite people in the beta. I personally know quite a few people that are in the beta that are doing fuck all. But granted, that's understandable. Not everyone wants to do the leveling process of TBC. This is why Blizzard should allow us to have max level characters in the proper beta testing, because no one's gonna level. Or the people that leveled or that are gonna level have already leveled. So right now it's just a pre-dead beta. It's like at this stage I might just play Shadowlands in retail or play Shadowlands in classic. Until, yeah. Man, I hope it drops on May 18th. Absolutely tired of Classic, yeah. I think a lot of people are absolutely tired of fucking Classic. Am I dropping frames? Yeah. Alright, so I'm just gonna try out play my warrior a bit more until some people come online. Wait, what happened there? No, I'm not dropping frames. Sometimes I do tab out, and I think that's losing me some frames on Twitch especially. And that's what's happening. Now, if only we had the level 70 template, that would be so much better. Okay, warrior time. Some of the stuff is obviously... Is it just me, or is Hellfire brighter than it used to be? This is way bright. Yeah, I don't know. How was tanking with the Lion Seal? I didn't bother with it, honestly. Looking for free DPS. Oh, I see what's happening. There's a lot of people right now. Actually, like if I just do a who's 60, right? That's actually not a lot. So yeah, there were thousands of fucking people in Shatref. There are now thousands of people playing the beta right now. A lot of people just CBA.
Strength and honor. For the Horde!
How may I aid you? Goodbye.
Well, thanks, RatEmperor. That's very much appreciated. And yes, I do have subscriptions enabled right now on Twitch. Got access to those. Still got to set up properly in a way, but yeah.
Thrall Hall. Be safe. Strength. Speak, friend. May your blades never dull. For the Horde. Thrallhal. Victory!
Why is this comp? Good question. Troll. That's what this comp is. Well, that's a fun one. What happened there? Tank died. You pulled too much. Keep in mind, that was a Nax gear tank right there. That got demolished. Best professions, engineering, go engineering, and then either enchanting, leatherworking, or jewel crafting, dependent on what you want to get. What are the benefits? Two of the best in slot stamina trinkets in the game, unless Darkmoon Fair cards are in the game, but you probably wouldn't be using DMF cards from the very start anyway. Yeah, but you can buy Nax gear with okay. Yeah, sappers and grenades. And yeah, that's true, RatEmperor. People can buy next gear with just gold right now. What is the most costly to rank up? If you're talking 375, I'd say enchanting by far. Or blacksmithing. But obviously we're not gonna go blacksmithing as a prop pala. You could, if you want a red weapon. All right. Sappers, trinkets. That's what you're using engineering for. Sappers are absolutely going to be the play for a prop paladin. Because the problem for a prop paladin in terms of your AoE threat, for instance, even, the problem is you don't have burst threat. Oh, you have the best AoE threat in the game. It's still not burst. All right. Yeah. Storm chops. Sounds reasonable enough. Did they buff heroic dungeons? Don't know. I haven't done any in a few days right now, so I need to see. But I need a group for heroic dungeons, I'm afraid. And truth is, there are no people right now to actually do them. Because if I just do a who's 70, right? Only 14 people online that are... if you're tanking and you will need to have lead working. Well, need is always a strong word, right? Right, so... Still top DPS as a fucking properly geared DPS warrior with fucking war axe and brutality. Sure, give me proper DPS gear. Personally, I'm not gonna go leatherworking until maybe much later. We'll see. When do I think the pre-patch will come out? No fucking clue. Data mining suggests May 18th, but that's just data mining. It's not a hard date. I would not trust it. No, you forgot his blood first ranks, right? So doesn't matter anyway. Look at that AoE damage. be a bit. Go. See. He is pulling way too much. No XP if you're dead. TBC is gonna be easy, boys and girls. Easy. By the way, this is actually a good group comp here, because the cleave that me and the other warrior are doing is really good. The AoE threat of the tank, not so much, but still. Like, in terms of DPS, this is actually a pretty good group. Where's this healer doing? Is he just... Oh, he zoomed. I see. Well, I'm not really tanking. I'm a DPS. Even though I have tank gear, so. So yeah. No rep? There is rep. Hold on a second. Well, wait, am I actually revered already? I might be revered already, so that's why I'm not getting rep. Okay. Boss time. Ramparts.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Heal me! Quickly!
Heal me quickly. Alright. Got his head. Let's keep going. When is gonna give us... Don't know. I would say though, there are a bunch of things that they need to fix in beta. And maybe even do, like, I think they need to do another session of ray testing, at least Karazhan ray testing, because apparently the pre-nerf values were not working properly there. And there's still plenty of smaller bugs and issues that they need to fix from my point of view. That's what I think about the TBC beta so far. Gotta buy hypnotized. Well, that's annoying. $61. My talent trees are a fucking mess. Because I spent points in Fury. In Protection. I thought, oh, I'm gonna Fury Prot tank dungeons. Because it's possible, by the way. I don't know if it's worth it though. All I can say is that Fury prot tanking does not feel great right now. Well, at least on the warriors that I've seen so far in the beta. But maybe they're just not used to how TBC is, right? Make a start attack. Fury tank shouldn't be a thing. Well, for 5-man leveling dungeons, I don't see any reason why it shouldn't be a thing, really. That's what I think about it. There's no reason why Fury tanking couldn't be for leveling, right? Max level, yeah, sure, different story. That feels about right, Phillip. Yeah, feels about right. I mean, I wouldn't want a Fury Prot tank the normals at max level, but...
Will be your death. A Crix!
Oh, damn it.
A Corsakai! Feast, my pet! Eat your fill!
Shouldn't be doing that.
It is not over!
Okay. Alright, next up. Let's see what we get. How did Maggie go? We killed it. Easily. Not easily. But yeah. We killed it. There's a whole video I have on it. I'd say Maggie was actually pretty challenging. Can't wait until the classic boys who are like screaming, "Classic is gonna be easy, boys and girls." Can't wait until those guys figure out that no, it's not gonna be so easy. That's my perspective on that. No, I was not part of the 8 million kill, health kill. Only guys who did the 8 million kill were Crix and his group. I think a lot of people would have killed it on 8 million. Like, you know, people talk about 8 million as if it matters. It doesn't. That's not why the challenge. That's not the challenge of the fight at all. It makes it longer, sure.
Challenges. Pity they were all in vain. Soon your people will kneel to my lord.
Am I using LVI? Yes.
You are nothing. I answer a higher call. My lord will be the end of you all.
Alright. The head of Nazan. Let's see the chest. It matters for healer mana? Okay, clearly. Yeah, the thing about Gruul was never a challenging boss. Anyone, like, Gruul was never really hard. Whether or not Shatter was working properly and doing the damage that it was supposed to is a very different discussion, I feel. I think when you're looking at that, I think Gruul's HP and the damage he was doing, like on his melee attacks, that was all perfectly fine. I do think that it was pretty bloody ridiculous how, to some extent, I think Shadow was doing way too little damage. But we killed him with 10 stacks and people were trying to, you know, pump and all that. With, obviously, template characters that are flawed to fucking hell and back because Blizzard doesn't know what the hell they're doing. When it comes to that, let's give Warlocks 5/5 Oblivion. I'm like, what? Yeah. Oh, as for Maggie lasting too long, I don't think so. Like, honestly, the boss doesn't hit hard enough to, like, once you get into that stage where it, like, healers will spend a lot of mana. Though, here's the thing. My healers, like Varbane for instance, Holy Paladin, he had 200k healing, he had 300k over healing. You can imagine that he was not doing any fucking stop casting. And all that. So, no, I don't think the 8 million healing, 8 million factor would really matter at all for healers. Because, like, tank damage-wise, it's not really high. There is a bit of tank damage, absolutely, but it's not significant enough, right? To really make that much of a difference. I feel.
Go forth to victory.
Warpaint needs rage to heal. Clearly, boys and girls. Spends rage to heal. Which they do think pre-patch will launch. I don't care. Like, it's one of those things, right? May, June, all that stuff. I would actually want to mention this, that I think the best thing Blizzard could do would be, I think the best thing Blizzard could do is just launch pre-patch at one point, give us time to gear up as paladins and as shamans on the horde side, on the line side for shamans. Give us some time, so make it 2 months or something like that. The thing about 8 million can, yeah, sure, it can make it more difficult, but I do stand by the point I kind of made in my stream, I believe it was. Mac Ferridan should have more fucking HP than Gruul, than Brutalis. Literally, the hardest DPS check. No, not the hardest DPS, more was hard. But like in terms of a single boss, yeah. 5-man consecration cleave SM groups incoming. Yeah, it's gonna happen. You know, it's gonna happen. But I do feel like it was funny to hear from Varpain. Well, apparently Holy Paladin has no mana regen in the beta because, like, most of the time, they take some damage. They deliberately take some damage. Yeah. Are there any logs from your mag fight? I think they are. Let me check. Just check. Because I'm pretty certain someone did post logs. Give me a moment. Oh yeah, TSW recorded the damn logs. Here we go, boys and girls. Mac Ferridan logs for anyone that gives a crap about that kind of stuff. I admit, I just don't. Not at this stage. Logs are very valuable, important, and all that kind of stuff, especially the Warcraft logs where you can simulate the fight, but I can't say I care. I did it wrong. Logs for patrons only. Well, boys and girls, you can check my Twitch account, Twitch account, and you can actually subscribe on Twitch if you so desire. I'll be streaming on both quite regularly, though I'll probably stream a bit more on YouTube. Just a bit of exclusivity on YouTube. We'll see. If pre-patch drops 18th of May, when do you expect the content patch? Will Blizzard do a summer release? That's the question, isn't it, Jeff? I would hope they're not that stupid. And
Well met.
And it's kind of like one of those conversations that people have. Is like, you know, is the summer release bad? Is it fine?
Peace.
You say you do, but you don't. Like, is Blizzard going to be that stupid when it comes to the releasing full-on TBC? Like, are they gonna release it in July or late June or something like that? Some people I know that do have contacts in Blizzard have indicated that that seems to be their plan, maybe. But there's nothing certain about it, so. Spiritual attunement is a widespread ability in TBC. Yes, it is. All paladins have it, and and that's the reason it was a talent in Wrath, because it was abused by red paladins and most importantly holy paladins to get a lot of mana back. When it comes to the release date, I think if Blizzard were to release it during the middle of summer, I think that would really break the game. Like, a lot of people don't like, a lot of people say, oh, I don't care about playing in summer, you know, pandemic, yeah. But even during the summer that was in 2020, which, you know, a lot of people stay home and all that, guilds still suffered immensely. People still quit playing the game. That's just something that does happen in summer. I mean, I don't know how you can argue against that, really. It's always happened. It's always been a drought of players, and it's like it would be especially bad if it happened at the start of Burning Crusade, or shortly after the launch of Burning Crusade. Especially when guilds are trying to get on their feet, they're trying to sort, you know, character groups, they're trying to sort their 25-man rosters. Like, I've heard from people that are playing Classic that quite a few guilds right now are actually struggling in Classic with their rosters and all that kind of stuff. And it's going to get worse in TBC. It really is going to get worse when TBC comes out, when TBC Classic comes out. And if you add Summer on top of that, like, does Blizzard just want to lose half their player base? I mean, because they will if they do something as stupid like that. But at the same time, they might have a motivation. Yeah, that happens in summer. Like, I led the guild during summer raid progression. And understand this, by the way. There will be progression. Like, if the tuning is as high as it was on Mag, there will be fucking progression. That's kind of the point. It's like, oh, TBC is going to be easy. No, it's not going to be easy. Even if Mag was easier, even if Mag didn't require 20 cube clickers and all that kind of stuff, he still would actually be hard, because he still would have the Warlocks in Phase 1. He would still have the drop requirements, all that, the organization in terms of that. So, yeah. I think if Blizzard releases stuff during summer, and they just screw over so many guilds. Amazon's New World and Diablo and all that. Well, I don't think New World is gonna be worth all that much, to be honest with you. I think, actually, like, I'll be honest with you guys, like, I think when I'm looking at new MMOs coming out or new games coming out, I just don't see them. I'm not particularly impressed by some of the stuff. New World, not really. Not really gonna be particularly impressed. Ashes of Creation has some potential, and I say has potential, not that it's a guaranteed success. But, like, a lot of the thing is with MMOs is we need, like, if there's ever gonna be a successful MMO, it's gonna have to be a game that siphons off players from WoW. Maybe not active players, but people who have played WoW. PoE 2 will come on next year, yeah. And in order for that to be successful, you need to offer something that people who have played WoW will be able to latch onto. So that means dungeons. That means raids. So dungeons and raids are a crucial experience. This is what fucked Guild Wars 2. Because Guild Wars 2 came out, for instance, right? Guild Wars 2 comes out, and it's an amazing game. You like the gameplay, you like the story, graphics, yeah, whatever. But it was an amazing game. Great design overall. But then you play for that game, you level up, and you get to max level, and there's fuck all to do if you're a PvEer. Really, it's like, oh, dungeons, but the whole system of, like, oh, there's no Holy Trinity. That was also a dumbass decision as well, if there ever was one in that game. So it's like, oh, and there's no dedicated healers, there's no dedicated tank. Well, yeah. Yeah, Guild Wars 2 had no endgame. I mean, it had some 5-man dungeons, but they were crap, honestly. Like, it was crap dealing with the whole no healer, no dedicated tank, all that kind of stuff. World versus world versus world was fun, and PvP was fun, but not so much when you're thinking about, like, PvE. So, you need PvE content. And, like, when I'm looking at some of the MMOs that are coming out, that's what happened. Well, Black Desert Online is a perfect example of what ends up failing. Because you get these games and like, oh, we're going to have all these tools and engines and we're going to create this, you're going to create cities or communities, you're going to have housing and all that. And at the end of the day, people don't give a shit. And then they don't play it. And that's the issue right there. Like, it sounds great in theory, right? It sounds great. It sounds amazing. Like, player housing and all that kind of stuff sounds really amazing. And it can be. And, you know, buying a city, building your own city, that can be really, really interesting. But at the same time, about it, you need a certain, like with the whole city thing and all that, you need a certain number of players to really make that worth it, right? To create, to make for that to be a good experience. So those kind of sandbox elements, like, oh, we're gonna make a game about the sandbox. Well, that will only work if you that will only work if you have an active player base. But you also need something for people to do, even if there's not necessarily like hundreds upon hundreds of people. Yeah. There are just China grinders. Look at EVE Online. Well, I think, I think EVE Online is a pretty special game because of the player base it was able to build. But yeah, I'm looking at a lot of MMOs that are in development right now. And it's like, oh, we're sandbox MMOs. And I'm like, yeah, those are going to be failures if they don't do stuff in terms of like raiding and dungeons and all that. One of the things about, like, so that's why I'm iffy about, like, a lot of them that are going to come out. Even with Ashes of Creation, and we know Ashes of Creation is going to have raids and it's going to have dungeons, even with Ashes of Creation, it seems like a lot of the focus in that, it seems like the focus in Ashes of Creations is going to be in like the sandbox stuff as opposed to the PvE stuff, the raiding stuff and all that kind of stuff. I'm not saying they're not going to focus it, but like I've watched some of their live streams and I'm not impressed. The gear, right? I have Force Edit, Righteousness. I have Shatari Vindicator Waistguard from the Architect's Key Quest, Time Ordnance Leggings, Flesh, Beast Metal Greaves, Devil Shark Cape, Center Expedition Neck, Bracers from Steambolt's Heroic, Continuum Blade, Platinum Shield of the Valorous. This is all the gear that I've acquired on this character that I've worked on in the beta. And then I couldn't even raid with it. Alright. Well, I'm just looking to see. I'm looking to see what we can do right now. Do Hellsbrad. I've done, I think I've done enough Hellsbrad for the moment. I actually want to see Shatter Halls, Arcatraz. Would I advertise playing on a private server? Nope, don't bother with private servers right now. I mean, I think it would be very difficult finding anyone. That's fine, but he also doesn't use Wind Fury? What? My advice in leveling, get boosted in dungeons and TBC pre-patch. There's nothing I can say more on that subject. Like if you're lacking gold and you want to get the boost in pre-patch, just start working on that right now. When is TBC release? We don't know. We have no clue about it right now. Yeah. Well, good luck getting Killjade and Mace, I'd say. Well, that's that. All right, so finding a group is like fucking pulling, trying to find the needle in the haystack right now. So I'm just gonna wait until Death Camp and Meldron are online, and I assume that they will be. So I'm gonna stop it right now, boys and girls. Apologies for not having any fucking dungeon, but it's like the beta is dead, sad to say. And here's the thing, there are a lot of people in the beta. That's not a problem. There are an enormous number of people in the beta. We saw those thousands in Shatraf, so it's not like people aren't in the beta. They are. They're just not fucking playing, and why would they? Because no one wants to level from scratch. And that's the reality of all of it at this particular time. But yeah, I'm going to stop this stream right now because there's no point, and I'm going to try and sort out some things later, hopefully, when I can get the full group going for some of these dungeons.